When I see how our youths are clamoring to get money by all means, I ask myself this question: don't these guys realize that all these things that they want to get by all means can actually snuff the living daylights out of their life? Do you guys know that in 1964, December 25th, a man was born in IHIALA, a man that lived for 35 years before dying on the 25th of December 1999. A man that was considered the richest Igbo man in IHIALA, Anambra State. We are talking about Nnamdi Victor Okafor, popularly known as EZEGO of Igbo land, the king of money. This is a man that after he was born, at the age of 18 years, started terrorizing the indigenes of IHIALA with his gang, collecting every valuables that they can lay their hands on. This is a man that when the police were able to accost and arrest all his accomplices, this is somebody that has been evasive, dodging arrests from the Nigerian police. This is somebody that attended only primary school education, abandoned education, went into armed robbery, still abandoned it after his gangs were arrested, and fled to Lagos. EZEGO of IHIALA is a man that all our youths, his story should be a symbol, a sign of lesson, a moral lesson for everyone that is trying to make money by all means. What happened to EZEGO of IHIALA is something that is replicating in the life of our youths today, but nobody cares. Everybody wants to make money by all means. Look at the mansion of EZEGO of IHIALA. Look at the mansions everywhere in ruins. The first man in IHIALA to buy a Lamborghini and a Ferrari. Who is driving the car today? Nobody. Igbo people love property so much, but the case of EZEGO of IHIALA was so bad that his children, the wife and relative, didn't even bother struggling for his property. Everybody left his property like that. In this very video, I'm going to be telling you guys all that happened to EZEGO. How this young man went to Lagos and entered into a covenant with a deity. What was the covenant for? That he's going to live 10 years on earth and that he's going to spend massive amount of money before leaving the earth. This is what several boys are doing in Nigeria today, all in the name of Yahoo Plus. EZEGO of IHIALA is married and had children. This is a man that when he relocated to Lagos and made money within the shortest of period, came back to IHIALA, he was given a chieftaincy title. He was termed the EZEGO, the king of money. The level of wealth that this man was controlling was so massive that nobody believed that he can get such an amount of money within the shortest of time. This guy went to Lagos in 1988 and came back few months after in 1989 with huge amounts of money. EZEGO of IHIALA doesn't drive himself. He has a driver that takes him to wherever he's going. Now you can imagine from this very video you are watching how many buildings that this man have in one compound. The buildings are so exotic. What is EZEGO doing with all these buildings? Way back as at 1989, what is this man doing with all these buildings? EZEGO of IHIALA knew that he was going. He knew that he had just 10 years to spend here on earth. Who knows the kind of agreement he entered into with the deity that gave him this amount of money. I'm not saying that people cannot be as rich as EZEGO today. I'm not saying that. But to every wealth has a story. To every affluence he has seen in society, there is always a backlog. EZEGO of IHIALA, poor today, a billionaire tomorrow. Now this man, even before he died, built a cemetery for himself, a personal cemetery for himself. You can see even the photographer was very careful not to raise his camera in an absurd position. Maybe he might capture something that might give him a shocker that will last for a lifetime. EZEGO of IHIALA, on the 25th of December 1999, a man that doesn't drive himself came out one day and told the driver, exactly on his birthday, he told his driver that he wants to drive himself around Lagos, that nobody should come with him, that he wants to be on his own, he wants to drive himself around. That very decision to drive himself, do you think it is common? This is somebody that in 10 years has never driven himself. EZEGO of IHIALA had a mysterious accident, and that was how a man that was born full of virtues, a man that was born with a destiny that would transform many, how the devil channeled his life in the wrong direction until it met its untimely death. This very video is to show you that is watching that everything that you are seeing on this earth, the money you are clamoring for, the hectares of land you are fighting over for, all these things are vanities upon vanities. I know that they are important for your peaceful existence here on earth, but you mustn't do everything by any possible means to get this money, to get these properties. I am a strong advocate of hard work. I am a strong advocate of someone being diligent to little handworks, and God blessing you and giving you unimaginable wealth from the little that you are able to do from time to time. Nowadays, you see a boy of 15 years trying to do Yahoo Plus to get money. You will see a guy trying to use the father or the mother to make money. Is this the world that we want to witness? Is this the world that we want our children to grow in? Parents are now scared of sons. Friends are now scared of other friends. A lot has gone haywire in the country. A lot has gone wrong. This is the cemetery of EZEGO of IHIALA, as you guys are seeing this very video. After all this was where this man was buried. The wife abandoned the property. Son abandoned. Daughters abandoned the property. Vanity upon vanity. All are vanity.